I promised I wouldn't drink tea on a stream ever again because it sounds obnoxious as fuck, but I have a cup of tea with me. Also, some rather ominous people already here in the chat because people are just so much more efficient at life than I am. Well, here's the stream. Let me know if the music's too loud and if I'm audible, and just generally chill out and have a good time. Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, but you knew that already. Wait, I'm not Josh Jepson. We literally just... The whole point of this speech was to establish that I'm not Josh Jepson. I'm maybe slightly loopy because of the heat. It's been very hot here in the UK. Well, actually, it's been hot and very humid, and we Brits don't cope very well with that. So, anyway, how are you all doing this evening? Oh joy, Jamie's getting a playback error. Have you tried? Well, I would say, have you tried refreshing the page? But if you're getting a playback error, you probably can't hear me. I would ask if anyone else is getting... playback errors, but if they are, then they'll have no way of letting me know. Oh, dearie me. So, am I to assume that everything's fine, the audio's fine, my microphone's fine, and I am indeed streaming, and it's just Jamie's internet being as potato as the rest of existence? Elliot! I saw you already here, but presumably you left and came back. So, Elliot, have you got around to sending your YSC votes yet? Just because I haven't checked. No pressure or anything. Jamie, welcome back to the stream. So, I suppose while I'm having this cup of tea, I should kind of recap what happened last time. So, in last week's stream, Freddy Hype. I can't remember much of what happened because, for once, I actually haven't had a chance to rewatch last week's stream. So, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I just remember that Freddy was the real MVP, pulled us through one hell of a gym battle, and just generally was the MVP, really. And so in this stream, we'll be heading east and ultimately stopping by Fortree City, getting the gym badge, another rival battle at some point, and Total T, hello to you, and I'm always the first to vote, goddammit, there can be only one, but of the people who aren't me, then I believe you will have been one of the first, yeah. I forget who it is, but there's the person who was, I think New Zealand and Israel last time. They voted before the recaps even went up. Anton, hello to you, or... wait. How do you say hello in Danish? Because I know the Swedes have hey, but I don't know if that carries over into Danish. In any case, hello. And there goes the cup of tea. I'm sorry, I do swallow rather loud. I didn't realize how that sounded until I'd said it, but anyway, we're back. We're in Mauville, this place, and we're heading east. Or are we heading west? Because that is my favourite direction. Now, everyone is healed up. I've just been staring at the stats screen, but I'm fairly sure. And Soapy Tom is in the lead. I'm gonna put, yeah, Petra, because we've probably got some water type traders coming up. So, it's sort of like, hi? Well, maybe not quite as that, but I will conquer every language on the planet one day, if I can be bothered. Kanye West. Now, did I ever tell the story of Janye West? Because, that was a person. I had a rather bad experience with a chemistry teacher during during college, and her name was Jane West, but it was Jayne, so we called her Janye West, and everything was chill. Wems? That continues to be my favourite meme, even though it was literally just some stupid Wikipedia graffiti. It still makes me giggle. Also, we're taking a beating from a fucking wild... Oh yeah, we did New Mauville last time as well.
Beautiful.
I feel like, bearing in mind how the past two gym battles have gone, my team is very, very, very not ready for this part of Hoenn, given that these are just the wild Pokémon. Oh yeah, but I gave Beret Thunderbolt, so we have that at least. Yeah. apparently my favourite onomatopoeia, which is onomatopoeia for something, and... Well, just for that, I'm going to throw a Pokeball at you, so can we drop some female Eurovision names in the chat just to, I don't know, get hyped or something? And it'd be a waste of experience because it isn't until, like, Gen 6 that you get experience for capturing Pokemon, but, I'm just feeling spiteful. Molly. I'm not opposed to this. And yeah, I apologize because I don't know how to pluralize versus, or series for that matter, and you know what, this is actually kind of a pun because, at the very least, in Catalan... What if I called her Molala? No. Jamoli. Jamoli. Well, I am rather liking these fusion names. But yeah, in Catalan, M-O-L-L is, like, it means wet. Like, if you see a sign that would say piso mojado in Castilian, then it would say something like planta mols in Catalan, or something like that. I remember that anyway, so it is kind of a pun. It's kind of a pun, but kind of not. Anyway, given that that was a wild Pokemon and we were soundly taken down by it, what should I do? Because I kind of need to train, but we're sort of out of training places, unless... Is there a new trick house thing? Because I feel like if there was, I will have done it in the last episode. So, I'm going to go with no, but I'm going to check anyway. And if this were an LP, then I would cut this bit out, but it's a live stream, so that can't be happen. Because if someone can remind me if I did the trick house last time, then... I don't remember how many trick houses there are, or how many iterations. We're nearly there anyway, so it's whatever. Also, for the one person who cares, and that one person is me, I've been messing around in RPG Maker lately, and I've set myself the challenge of taking all of the, well, like 80% of the pre-made assets, and then, like, making a game out of it, like a proper... Like, bearing in mind, the pre-made stuff doesn't have any story attached to it, doesn't have any purpose, like, it's essentially getting design briefs from someone else and then doing stuff with it, so that's a thing that I'll be doing. And if it turns out well, then I'll LP it, and if not, then it'll just be my little secret that I've shared with the public. And I don't know what to say about South Korea personally. It's certainly an audio-visual experience, and I'm not going to say it's a bad thing by any means. But Antarctica though, Antarctica for the win. Anyway, I don't even know what to do now, because I suppose just have a high-level Pokemon in front and then run away from wild encounters. Go, 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 wild encounters, die now, wanna be loved. Oh, I hadn't intended to spoil anything from the Russia's Voice of Eurovision National Final, but that's a thing that we've had results for. I just pointed at the chat. You can't see me pointing. We don't have facecam going on, and even if we did... Oh, that reminds me, by the way, I bought a new webcam over the, well, over the past week, and I've yet to actually use it in any videos, but it's a thing that I intend to do. And, JB, I guess you can if you want to. I would default to not, but I mean... It's a free number of countries. And I think I said on one stream or something like that, oh yeah, Sweden has never placed in the top 3 in the YC. They placed 3rd once. And that's how Sweden do in the YC. We got another rare candy. Is it me? Is it me that didn't get a vote from you? I don't remember which semi-final you're in. And also... I don't remember, but... I'm just hoping for the best for Antarctica. Because I really do like the song, okay? And funny story. I actually was going to host YSC 9 in Gothenburg, because... during the voting in the 8th edition, it really, really, really looked like... yeah, it really looked like Sweden was going to win for the first half of the votes in the 8th edition. And then people just stopped giving them points. And then they didn't win. So that was the thing that happened. Yeah, fake out, why not? Wow, I feel like the chat just freaked out for a second because it didn't know how to handle internet problems. But, yes, hello. Why would you rank Antarctica so low? It's a beautiful song. And I don't... Why can't you watch it? Is it just can't watch it now or can't watch it ever? Because in that case, I would also do some sadness crying. Wait. We're on sand. I think I just used earthquake. Yeah. Sorry, Beret. Didn't realize that was gonna happen. I was expecting swift. As they would say in Greek, to katalava arga. I realized it too late. But in the end, everything was okay, so yay. Like this stream if you cry ever, Tim. Such fun. And Beret leveled up. Fury swipes. Bruh. No. We can live without Fury swipes. We don't need to swipe this Fury. Swiper no swiping. Well, it's because Magnum... I don't know whether Magnemites can even get Levitate as an ability. I know that in at least Gen 4 onwards they can get, just this screenshot right here. Yo! I'm just gonna sit on this for a second, but I know from at least Gen 4 onwards Magnemite can learn Magnet Rise, which I think makes it immune to ground type, but moves, but at the moment, no. I don't know, but just, yo! Is this Linda Woodruff? Might as well, because these are fun, like, I forgot what I said last time, so... Feelings about the battle, speech. How is this speech? All of these yos. Why can't I hold all these yols? Why can't I hold all these yos? Feelings. Eat. Just eat. Why would you show these things on TV, you strange people? I didn't realize you were a spinny person. I thought I'd have to talk to your ass. That's usually how these fisherman types work. I'm offended now because... Yeah. That actually reminds me. I think it was yesterday. I was informed that there's a region called East Azerbaijan in Iraq. Or is it Iran? One of the two. Either Iraq or Iran. There's a region called East... But why is East Azerbaijan not in Azerbaijan? And I want to change Pokemon, but Beret's kind of our best bet here. Because Beret has kind of become the anti-water type. Okay, Iran then. One of the two. I'm sorry, they're spelled very similarly. I remember seeing the first three letters. That I felt like it had to have been Iran because where it is geographically. But part of me wanted to, like, for some reason, I remember reading this and then imagining the flag of Iraq, and so that's why I got mixed up. It's not even the spelling. I'm using that as an excuse that actually wasn't there. Oh, well, I suppose. Fair enough. Oh, Christ, I didn't realize you happened in this version. So, if this were Omega Ruby, then we would now fly down to South Island and get a free Latios. And that doesn't happen in this one, because... I think that they've changed the design ethos of the Pokemon games so that it's easier for younger players to stay stuck to just keep playing or something, I don't know. So they give you a free legendary to make it feel like you're making more progress than you are. I don't know. Tamashi Hiroka went on a better rant about it than I could, and I don't really care all that much. I like getting free stuff. And I've been aware that like, what was the hashtag for it? Like, it was originally City Battle, then it changed to Who Will Host. Well, anyway, I'm aware that that's a thing that's happening. I haven't watched any of it because I've been, well, as I said, I've been busy titting around with RPG Maker, so fun times. Now, we've got Bird Keepers here, and... Freddy, what moves are you packing? Nothing of use. Knees. Heebledy-beebledy-bee. Why do these two not have any decent moves? Well, I suppose I'll just lead with Beret then, because she can tame the birds. In fact, come to think of it, just because I used that Thunderbolt TM on Beret, that now means she's probably going to solo the next gym. Just a thought. Oh, is it confirmed that Zlata will host, or is that just proposed? Because I would be very okay with Zlata and Timur hosting, because they did such a great job with the last time Ukraine hosted Junior Eurovision. Although, that does remind me of a train of thought that I had at one point, where the two times that Ukraine hosted Junior Eurovision, it was like, oh, we'll have Timur can't pronounce his surname, and the most recent Ukrainian participant at Eurovision who did well. And so the first time it was Timur and Annie Lorak who came second, and then the second time it was Timur and Zlata who came third, and then this time it's gonna be actual Eurovision and Timur and Jamala because she won. Nyeh. And you know what, Ben, I can sympathize, even though I've not seen any of Geography now, but like, how to make me instantly resent someone is if they like start spreading misinformation about the UK, like especially if you get an American person who thinks that they can do a British accent. Trust me, Americans who think they can do the British accent can't. Well, that said, I've never heard an American do a, well, not entirely true. Most Americans can't do a convincing UK accent of any kind. There. Just throwing that into the ether. Although, there were a couple of Canadian actors who did, the two leading actors of Orphan Black. They could do really, really convincing UK accents, and I forget which one, I think Estrie I think they were going for. But they were so convincing that I was actually surprised to learn they were Canadian, so... And like... What's the excuse for not being able to pronounce Australian cities? Because, like, American cities are one of three things. Either they're really bland, they're really ripped off, or they're kind of too creative. Like, with America, it feels like the towns have names like Newtown or Springfield, or somewhere that's already... like, somewhere that already... They steal the name from somewhere like, well, yeah, New York, for example, or Birmingham and Manchester. Like, no, those are already places, go away. And then there are ones like Punxsutawney and Chattanooga. Like, I'm not saying those are bad, it's just the three types of American place name. Boring, plagiarized, and very, very creative. But I don't see how you can mispronounce Australian place names. Because, like, UK place names, I remember discussing in another live stream recently, how they're kind of hit or miss with how you pronounce them. And New Zealand as well, I think, that they have some variety in place names, so there's at least some leeway for mispronouncing some of them. But Australia, I can't think of any Australian places that have difficult to pronounce names. So, And I'm going to save for no particular reason. And I do apologise if I'm not being the best host at the moment, but it is warm and it is humid, and even though, like, I had a shower literally right before streaming, so by all rights I should be at my least receptive to the heat, but it does mean that I'm having a little bit of trouble concentrating. I'm just sort of going through the motions of playing the game right now, but it's fine. Also, is it this version where you can cut grass? 'Cause I know you can in the Gen 1 remakes. Oh, you can! Murder! And more murder! Because this is where wild Pokemon appear, therefore we're just slicing them. And I was rather concerned that in those 3 patches of grass, I was bound to run into a wild Pokemon, and I kind of want to switch my lead just so I can get some more variety in the party, because Beret is getting too many levels. Let's lead with Obama for a while. Oh, a cyclist. Now, here's something that bothers me about the remakes. Like, in in this game, you can't ride through super tall grass on a bike. But in the remakes you can. Like, what's the dealio there? Oh! I think I know who you're talking about, Anton. So... Wait, I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but I remember receiving a participation request from someone with a Danish-sounding name, so... It's... No, like, we've had loads of people reserving spots in YC30 already, so by all means go right ahead. And also, because I'm still using WaterFox to display the chat, I can't see my email at the moment, so I don't know if I've got the customary stream email or not. So... Yeah, no, go right ahead and reserve countries, although, like I said, do it with, bleh. Send me a message as opposed to putting it in the chat, because I will just forget if you put it in the chat. But yeah, there was someone earlier today who wanted to send for Norway, and I was so ready to let them take part with Norway, but then I remembered someone else had already reserved Norway, and so I was kind of sad about that, because... Yeah. So they ended up going with Mexico instead. Fun times. And with an artist who's been in the YSC before as well, just purely by coincidence. The return of Paulino Rubio. Ah, finally. Bug catchers. Amir Obama's time to shine. It's like I saw this coming or something. Oh, come on! Obama! And why are you attacking me with false swipe? That guarantees that you're left with at least 1 HP by the end of the attack. That was foolish to say. Like, why would you use false swipe when you're very low on HP against a Pokemon that knows quick attack? Which is a priority move and always goes first. Yay! And I do apologise for there not being very much movement with Tumblr Snack 5 at the moment. It is something that I intend to get on as soon as I can, but I've been busy with other stuff, so at the moment I'm busy with the Versus stuff and also... Well, predominantly Versus stuff, but I will get on it as soon as I can. It's very overwhelming, because I've got all these Tumblr posts to get through and delegate to people and stuff. And at the moment I have about 200 Tumblr posts, and what I need to do is put them into some sort of script, decide which ones I'm going to do for myself, and which ones I'm going to get other people to do, and then send them out and get people to do them, and get them back, and arrange them into some sort of order. And... Also, I didn't realise the trainers in this patch of grass actually responded to, player movement. I thought they were just random, or something. Because, as I don't know, I'm working with RPG Maker lately, and the NPC movement is a thing that happens. And I would laugh rather hard if your country for YC30, Jamie... Of course. I was going to say if it was one that's already taken, but of course, I know exactly why you've picked Macedonia. So I'm not going to comment, but yeah, sure, as long as the song's eligible and as long as it's not one of those ones that's overused for Macedonia, because, like... basically, if it's anything by Renata, I'm going to have to shoot it down, because she's one of those artists where people said, like... In other online song contests, they'll send either Trust Your Feelings or that other one by Renata, and then win, and then never send for Macedonia again. So, I just take objection to instant win button songs. So if it's Renata, then no. If it's Calliope, then that's fine. Or if it's any other Macedonian artist for that matter. Just as long as it's not, like... Okay, that's good. And, oh, total tea. Okay, have a nice soup, or whatever it is you're going to do. I suppose, then, that this means that with the exception of the Vatican City, every European country has now taken part in the YSC, and the Vatican City is not eligible to take part. So, simply because there's no way they would, and I don't want to offend people. And Endeavour! Ooh. Oh, now there's a thought. There is a thought indeed. Huh. Well, I'm glad to hear it, Total T. Sorely considering turning Amir Obama into a fear strategist, which is cheap as fuck, but the way it works is you get a Pokemon that... Oh, I forget how it is. I know fear is an acronym. And I forget how it works. It's something like... that one move that begins with F that guarantees that you end the turn with at least 1 HP. Then use Endeavour. And then Quick Attack. Or something like that. I don't remember the exact strategy, but Amirabama is slowly setting up to become one who will scum suchly. So I'm surprised that... Right, I suppose I should explain for those who don't know. The move Endeavour brings the opponent's HP down to your own HP level, and yet it doesn't heal them if their HP is already below your own. So I don't remember exactly how it works, though. The Pope singing Hotline Bling. Well, there is at least one Pope that is a certified Harlem Globetrotter, so... And is it Daniel Kaibakoski? Because he was good. Shame about the way his Eurovision song ended up going, but hey. Just hey. Ooh. Yep. And we do still have 2 more days to go with voting in the semi-finals, and we've got 3 people left at... Wait, hang on, what is this? Super Repel. Yeah, we've got 2 more days to vote. Still waiting for Elliot to vote, and also we're waiting for Ukraine and Kosovo. And so those are people I will get in touch with, and yeah, fuck it, raise Soupy Tom's HP. Didn't look like it raised it, but it did, trust me. It's something to do with effort values, I think. I'm not an expert. Just means that I think Soupy Tom's more likely to get HP on his next level up, or it'll increase by more. I forget how it works. Oh. Nose, don't do this. I know it's a live stream, but calm down. Volbeat! Wait. Not the Liberace bug. Wait. Why? I'm gonna say, why can't I remember his name? Because I keep defaulting back to Vlatko Olievsky. So. Well, now I'm curious. Just who it be? I mean, Macedonia's only so many people. If you wanted to send the English version of Omia, no, because it's still a version of a Eurovision song. So sadly not. So a couple of things that need clarifying, I suppose. You can't have foreign language versions of Eurovision songs, you can't have remixes of Eurovision songs or covers, and one thing that frustrates me, but I'm going to stick to it, you can't have mashups that include Eurovision songs either, because you can send mashups to the YSC, that's fine, but they just can't include Eurovision songs, because I found 2 really good ones. I found one of J'ai Cherché and Gasoline by Halsey, which is really great, and one of Clarity by Zed and Foxes with Loin d'ici, and those are both great, and I could send them both to, I could send them both for Antarctica, but I can't because they include Eurovision songs, and The Voice covers the mainstream songs, so that's perfectly fine. Covers are allowed, just not Eurovision covers. So... Well, I'm glad Mama Hex could throw the cat amongst the pigeons, as it were. Because she did mention to me how she'd voted, and she and I don't agree completely on the votes, so there will be some diversity in there. Well, it wasn't an official thing done by Zed, it was, I forget what the name of the channel is, it's something like One Board Jeu Mashup, like, something BOREDJEU mashup. It's just that they do really great mashups in general, and I think it was them that did the mashup of Fall Out Boy and Imagine Dragons that I sent in the 15th edition, so that's a thing that you can check out if you want to. We're not affiliated anyway, it's just they're things that have happened, and Amirabama, just by trading in this one field, has nearly reached the next level. Wow. Just... Oh yeah, that's the other one that I was going to mention. Moment of Silence is not eligible for the YSC because it's on the Eurovision CD, so that's close enough as far as I'm concerned. So, glad that I was able to clarify that, because I meant to and then I forgot to, so... Moment of Silence, sadly not eligible. Oh, and, yeah. Oh my god, I love that song and I can't remember what it's called. I remember how it goes. Okay, see ya, Ben, I know it is, like, really early in Australia at the moment. What's it called? I could imagine it in my head. I know how that song goes. I can't remember what the title is. And yes, don't forget to vote in Ben's national final because we're a community and we support each other like that. Oh, this is gonna really bother me. Elliot, I'm trying to remember the Lebanese song from 2005. And it's like right on the forefront of my head. Don't remember what it's called. But now I kind of don't want to look at the chat because I want to remember it by myself, but I'd rather just be relieved of this question of my mind. Quand tu s'enfuis, that was it. Yeah. Just beat you to it. But yeah, that was a really good song, but it's also not eligible for the YSC. And I thought there was a heal house up here, but I know there's a rival battle in this general vicinity as well. So... Oh. Right. I have a water starter, which means that my rival has a grass starter, which means that leading with a Mobama is actually my best choice. I know there's a healing house up here somewhere, but I know there's also a rival battle, and I forget where it is. And in case anyone asks, no, I still haven't heard Hungry Song from 1994. That is on my to-do list, I just haven't done it yet. Now, I'm fully expecting absolute disaster up here, because I don't remember where it is, but I know it's around here somewhere. Meh. But yes, I do recommend looking up Quand tu s'enfuis. This is a really good song. Oh, and there's a secret area to the left that we can go to now because we have the acro bike. Because in this game there are two types of bike, and one of them allows you to go really fast. And you can go up like mud slopes with them. And then there's the bike that we have, which doesn't go as fast, but you can do fancy tricks, and that means you can navigate the world a little bit better. Like this. Or so I thought. Can you hop sideways, please? I forget how to hop sideways, but I know it's a thing that can be done. Why won't it let me hop across this bridge? Okay, this is going to annoy me now, because I know it's a thing that can be done. See, I'm bouncing on the spot, I'm holding up, and for some reason I can't go across this bridge. Well, that's just racist. I might have to come back to this later, then. I love how only on one of my streams could I lose viewers so they can go and listen to a song recommendation and then come back. Oh, I suppose I should also mention, if the stream spontaneously dies, it may be because of my computer overheating. I hope that doesn't happen, but just be aware that is a possibility. Well, justice finds me vicariously through the booty, so... But yes, do be aware, if I spontaneously disappear, it's probably because my laptop's gone up in flames and I might be dead. I won't be dead, that's just me being silly. How dare you full restore that ass! With its tear and share bread ass head. But yes, I am most offended that I can't jump across that bridge, because I have the right bike to do it. Ugh. Yeah, Quand tu s'enfuis is a brilliant song, and it's a shame they never got to actually send it to Eurovision, because it would have been really good, and I'm going to send in Claire, and I'm going to be really disappointed with how she does, because for some reason, even though she's level 27, she has a shit moveset. Oh, the science side of Tumblr, they are a thing that exists. I was expecting Claire's attack power to be much less than that, so... Actually, bearing in mind... Okay, pardon me with the technical terminology, but Gen 3 is the last generation before the physical special split, which simply means that all moves are either physical or special, and that's dictated by what type they are rather than their designation. And I don't remember if flying counts as physical or special. But yeah, Quand tu s'enfuis. That would have done really well if they... Okay. it looked like the stream died for, like, just a moment then, so, I don't know what happened there, but I think we're fine now. But yeah, Countries of We would have done really well if only it had just been allowed to participate, and it didn't. I'm not saying that Lebanon should have been given some sort of special clearance to not broadcast. Yeah, they were told that they weren't allowed to participate if they had no intention of showing the Israeli song. And so, obviously, they were excluded because it's only fair. But it would have been really nice if they'd been allowed to take part, 'cause that was a really good song. Anyway, I'm going to head back to the Pokemon Center, so things are going to be less interesting for a moment because, frankly, we've taken enough damage to justify it. Also, if you can hear him, Molisaurus is complaining just outside my room again, because that's just how he does. Moo. First patch of grass. Bloody first patch of grass! Ugh. Also, actually, while I'm thinking about it, the Georgian song from 2009 also not eligible for the YSC, because that's just a whole mess of complications, and just don't go there. Because that was a thing that happened, and it probably wouldn't do very well in the YSC anyway, so, yeah. I miss you, Lozzie! My life has been incomplete since you left, and then you returned, and now everything's happy, shiny, and cake. And Jamie as well! The stream now contains 100% extra potato. Because apparently there's another potato in our midst. Quote marks doing the thing that they do in some countries where they put the opening quote marks at the bottom instead of at the top. Yeah, the Tumblr snack, like, sound effects stuff. Just out of context. Poland do bottom. Bearing in mind what they do with breasts, that doesn't surprise me. Oh, you're talking about the quotation marks. Well, my apologies. No, that was a deliberate piece of suggestive paraphernalia. But yeah, the transition noises from the Tumblr snacks. Those, I think, those are the only sound effects that or the recordings of anything that I still regularly use that were recorded on my laptop microphone, as opposed to this microphone, my laptop microphone. Because my laptop microphone is terrible. So, that's a thing to consider. But bearing in mind, they're just like, literally a fraction of a second of me going, boop, and boop, and nyah. You can't really tell that they're low-quality microphone, but they are a thing. Bulgaria 2013, underrated. Like, I know there are some people who are like, oh my god, it's so much worse than 2007. Like, no, I think it was great. Although, the staging was kind of, like, I think the staging will have confused a lot of people, and the live performance wasn't as good as they're capable of. But I am still shocked and offended that it didn't qualify. Good times. And also, I like the fact that, in the original version of the song, there's that, like, you know, there's the bit in the song where she throws the drumsticks into the air, and then it's like, ziu, ziu, bwong! In the original version, that was like a football stadium of people stomping and cheering. And I appreciate that they changed that for Eurovision, because they wanted it to be Eurovision, not just football. Yeah. Her vocals, I think, weren't as good as she's capable of, and, like, her vocals generally didn't complement her style well, they reflected her style, but they didn't, like, I know what I mean, and I just can't think how to articulate it because it's too warm, and I keep missing the option in the menu that I'm aiming for. There we go. And I appreciate the use of the mask, because that was, like, that's some sort of Bulgarian tradition to scare away evil spirits or something. So I appreciate that. And I think it certainly matched the song, but it will have still confused a lot of people, whereas I don't remember how they staged their song in 2007, but I feel like it was just them and the drums, and so trying to go over the top as they did in 2013 probably will have put a lot of people off, but I personally liked it. So, it's whatever, really. And, as was reflected by their postcard that year, apparently, backstage and between rehearsals and stuff, they were, like, drumming on absolutely everything, and it was kind of adorable. Bulgaria 2012. I'm not sure why that's considered to be, well, prior to this year, one of the best ever Bulgarian entries, but I do really, really like it. Like, I'm not sure what makes it head and shoulders above the rest, but I do, that doesn't mean that I don't like it, because I do really like it. France 2000, oh, we've degenerated into countries of years. France 2010, definitely catchy. Like, it wasn't, certainly at the time, it wasn't one of my super favourites of all time, but I rather enjoy it. Albania 2012, I don't understand why people love it so much. Like, I won't say that I hate it by any means, but I will definitely say that it's definitely not my kind of thing. So, onion bhaji lady who doesn't like onion bhajis and screams when she finds one on her head. That's kind of that's kind of my story with Zealous. Although the biggest beef that I have with Zealous is the fact that Wikipedia does not understand what the title of that song means. And admittedly, we don't know for certain exactly what it was she's going for, I don't think. But wait, I don't need to... What am I doing? Right. Just gonna recollect my thoughts. Right, so... Most people were of the assumption that, that Zealous was meant to be the, like, as in the Latin Zeus, and that's a personal pronoun. Wikipedia took that to mean that it just means personal. No! No, it means his, hers, or one's own. No. It means his, hers, or its. It doesn't mean personal, in the same way that my doesn't mean personal. It's not a synonym for personal. That's the thing that bothered me the most. So, that's kind of my beef with that. And I just didn't understand why it did so well. I didn't see the appeal. Like, yeah, I appreciate she has a really brilliant voice. And, like, what I said consistently with that song is, I'm not disputing that she has a great singing voice. It's just, you know, she can hit those notes, and that's great. But she shouldn't have to hit those notes in the first place, because it's kind of... It just sounds like she's screaming, and I'm not going to begrudge anyone the right to like the song, I just don't understand why. And there was another song that was mentioned earlier in the chat, and I was on such a tangent about Albania that I missed it. Yeah, we'll lead with Petra for a change. I know we were talking about Bulgaria 2012 at one point. I know the staging was kind of weird because the background was like pulsating black and white muscles, which was odd, but okay. And as I recall, she didn't qualify because she had tied point for point with Norway. But Norway got points from more countries, so they qualified. And I feel like if Bulgaria had qualified and Norway hadn't, then the UK would have come last, and I would cry so many sads. In France 2010, I don't really have anything else to say about it. It was a song that happened, and it was a thing. It was twerking before twerking was twerking. Well, I remember there being twerking anyway. Crazy France. Oh yeah, and I've heard that France might be returning to the Junior Eurovision as well, and it just goes to show that just how much of an impact it can have if you just change your head of delegation. And speaking of heads of delegation, yes, I intend to play Head of Delegation Simulator, but not yet. It's going to be in the monthly bonus stream for August, because that's going to be after that's going to be after I get my new computer, and that's going to be so much better at streaming, so wait until then, and we're going to have like a crazy party. It's going to be a post-birthday party stream of like Jackbox, Cards Against Humanity, Head of Delegation Simulator and shit. It's going to be fun. We're going to really test just how capable my new computer is going to be. Slovakia 2010, loved it. Staging was kind of weird. Like, they added something to the staging that isn't in the studio version of the song, and that's kind of what did it in a little bit, I think, if memory serves. Poland 2007, sort of a guilty pleasure, because it's sort of, like, stylistically, not necessarily a brilliant song, but still fun to listen to, and for some reason, possibly only British and maybe Irish viewers will understand this, but it kind of reminds me of the Tweenies for some reason, so, And, wait, where am I in the chat? France 2011, like, Israel 2010, I don't remember that much about it, but I remember it being alright, and France 2011 was like, I don't really understand why they sent it. I mean, yeah, I appreciate the sharing of culture and language and stuff, but at the same time, it was, in my most humble of opinions, kind of a boring song, a little bit. Pull a pug of the Teletubbies. Yeah, that's fairly accurate. And there was someone who compared them to some other kids' TV show as well, but it's a kids' TV show that was after my time, so I don't remember the comparison. Well, Beret's gonna get a level up, and Beret being over... Well, at this point, I don't know if Beret's over-leveled or if everyone else is gonna be under-leveled, because I'm probably going to rely on Beret for the next gym, simply because she has Thunderbolt. And that's what's gonna get us through Winona, I suppose. But I don't know. Like, is level 30 too much for this point in the game? Because I feel like the rest of the team is lagging behind. Freddy's leveling up, though. Freddy, get some good moves, please. Wait, we could buy TMs in Slateport. Why haven't I not done that? I don't remember what else is up here. Oh, good, team. Oh, good, the Weather Institute, my favourite. Well, I say that, I have no objections to the Weather Institute. I just remember there's a healing place in here somewhere. Well, I don't remember the Wiggles. It was after my time. So, I should really clear this place out because, there's trainers. And that's just end of sentence. Actually, while we're here as well, I should boot up the PC and item storage, put away some of this excess stuff that I may... Oh. I forgot I hadn't retrieved that. Okay, what am I going to deposit? That I won't need, but may need later. Black glasses, yeah. Might need that later, but not right now. Moonstone, not right now. Burn heal, maybe. Full restore, Welcome to Tess reads out item names and then mumbles the stream. Favorite Swedish winner, Diggiloo Diggiley. And I am very aware that wouldn't hold up by today's standards, but... Ooh. Anyway, yeah, by all rights, I should clear out the, Oh, Euphoria's everyone's favourite, for crying out loud. Which is part of the reason why I'm so resentful towards it. Anyway, I should go through and fight all the trainers in here, which, I mean, there's a boss battle at the top and it's required and stuff, but I want to go all the way back to Slateport and check out the TMs because I forget where they are, and... I like how you can just... You could talk them out of their disguise. But yeah, so... Gonna go and get some TMs so I can get my party to be slightly more capable. Because I forget which TMs are available where and at what price and at what point in the game and all that shit. It's just a thing that... I want my Pokemon to have good moves. And... Now... Okay, Jamie, perhaps you can help me understand. What's so special about Euphoria? Like, Like, this isn't me saying that people don't have the right to like it, but, like, genuine question. What's so special about it? Because... I don't understand why people treat it like it's rocking horse shit and like it's solid gold bread. Like, it's just a mediocre 90s throwback. What makes it more special than... Well, than, say, Love Unlimited, which was also kind of a 90s throwback, but good 90s rather than meh 90s. And Waterloo as well. Again, what makes Waterloo so special? Because it was just regular Schlager. The only thing with Waterloo is it was maybe the first time they sent Schlager to Eurovision, and that was considered groundbreaking or something. I don't know. Oh, good, the TV's on. They're gonna tell me the thing that happened earlier in this stream. But yeah, I just don't understand why Euphoria is considered this holy grail of incredible, because it's not. It's no better or worse than the songs around it. And so, this is listed on my TV tropes page. People have noted that I have what they call hyperversion. Like, if someone hypes up a song, I'm probably going to hate it. Like, I'm not going to deliberately say, oh, this is hyped up, therefore I'm going to hate it. It just means that I'm going to be more strict with how I view it, and, like, if it's deserving, like, my mindset is, if it's deserving of all the hype, then it can stand up to harsher criticism. And oftentimes they can't. So, that's just how I roll. Like I said, I don't mind if other people like the songs, so that's just how I stand. And also, eat. That's just... I'd forgotten that I'd said that. I know it said something derpy on that TV thing, but just eat. Oh yeah, Take Me to Heaven. Forgettable, but pleasant, but also very Schlager. And she was dressed up like some sort of roller disco. Now, how much money do I have? And... Wait, what do you mean I don't have a coin case? Really? Oh! 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 You just give her the harbour mail. Oh. Well, like, Anton, you're allowed to like it if you want. I just don't understand why people rate it so highly. Because, like, in my most humble of opinions, it's not the best thing ever, and, like, also it's a Jason song. That's not why I dislike it. And... I mean, my relationship with Euphoria has improved over the years. Get out of the fucking way, cyclist. I wouldn't say that I like it more than I did, but, like, I'll tolerate it more than I used to, because, like, at Eurovision The Party, I've told the story before how I flipped my hair forwards and did a crab dance for 3 minutes. That was fun. That doesn't necessarily mean I like the song, though. But yeah, if you want to like the song, that's completely fine. Like, that's one thing that I, like, severely stick by with my reviews. I'll tell people what I think, but I'll never tell people what to think. That's kind of how I review. And, Jesus, well, funny thing. I didn't like Denmark 2010. I think it was one of Laura's favourites, I think it might have been. But it sort of bored me. But just declaring Germany in the chat. Actually, that reminds me, the other day, I came up with this really stupid idea of, like, taking names of countries and then turning them into an acronym. Like, making sentences where the first letter of each word spells out the name of a country. And that's... like, I feel like Laura could probably explain it better than I could, and wait, they don't sell TMs here? Why did nobody tell me? Where the fuck do I get TMs from, then? I genuinely don't remember. Eggs and bacon, I was mistaken. Wait. Fucking Lily Cove Department. I can't even get good moves yet. I can't even get good. Well, who can learn dig? Because that's a decent move. Freddy, Subitom, Petra, and... Well, I didn't think that German 2010 was that highly rated. It was just a song that people approved of. I feel like they were much more blatant in 2012, certainly in the UK, with Euphoria. Like, there was this special BBC News item that was literally, Euphoria is the favourite to win Eurovision, you will like it and you will vote for it, and that's kind of where my hatred for it began, because they literally just barefaced told us to vote for it. Azerbaijan 2011, I don't understand that song at all. Like, it was pleasant, but it wasn't first place, but it wasn't even top of the scoreboard pleasant. It was... you know, it was a song, and that was about it. Ooh, overheat. Terrible move, but maybe I can make use of it. Or maybe not. So I'm going to tentatively agree with you there, Jamie, but that depends on what you're saying with it. Like, they deserve better or they deserved worse. Nothing personal, it's just I didn't much care for the song. Facade. Well, I don't plan on getting... Well, whatever. We came all this way just so I could use an item I already had. Are you proud of me? Yeah, I suppose, yeah, that is true. And, in fairness, I Love You Mi Vida wasn't that bad of a song. So, I suppose that is true. So, Jason was Laura's inroad to the contest, and mine was just, yo, we have a Eurovision CD. It's a contest. Grab the bean, Link. Ba-da-na-na. Anton gets it! See, the only rule that I have with those, acronym sentence thingies is it can't be, it can't be, it can't contain the name of the country that you're spelling out, but other than that, it's fine. So, I think the best one that I came up with was, let's investigate every cold hard turkey, every night, starting tonight, even in Netto. And I don't think Netto is even a company anymore. Like, I feel like they folded during, like, the recession in 2008, but still, just go into this discount food store and investigate the turkey starting tonight. Czech Republic 2007. I liked it. I mean, yeah, it sounded like the lead singer needed a lozenge of some kind, but I still liked the song. I thought it was enjoyable. Oh, Netto is still a thing, and in Poland as well. I feel like in the UK, it folded and then maybe came back, I don't remember, but I definitely remember it folding. Unless we're getting some serious Mandela effect up in his house. Now, have people heard of that, the Mandela effect, where you swear that something is one way, but it's actually the other, and it's sort of like you've fallen through a parallel universe. Oh. Replace she with Sana, and just so many shots fired. Although it may also refer to Loreen, and that's also true. I had a good one to do with Slovakia and Slovenia. That was... See, I know it's meant to be doings, but I'm going to read it as doings. Like, just natural springy things. Nature doings. I tried a little yogurt. Or as I came up with, I tried absinthe last year. Italy. And some angry nuns may advocate racing in navy overalls, which means that if you piss off a Catholic, they will invite you to play Mario Kart. You're welcome. Yeah, this is such a stupid little game that with these country names, but I love it anyway. It's sort of a thing that I'll do and then be like, fuck, I love it. And let's get some Freddy hype going, because Freddy saved our asses. Pages of letters and newspapers daily. What other countries are there? Oh yeah. Fruit routinely assists nutrition. Consider eating. Yeah, water gun because quad weakness. Freddy with your strange eyes that face every direction at once. Freddy, the legendary Freddy. He will forever stay golden, and he will be Golden Freddy. Yum yum. Something Red underwear seems stylish in Alaska. Which, I mean, I think it was Catherine the Great of Russia that first settled Alaska or something? I don't remember. But it's kind of relevant. Maybe? Uncle Kingston. Well, Zubat's part poison. Maybe this will be effective? I forget what Steel's relationship is with poison. Wow! Freddy! Always the MVP with a damn Freddy back at it again with his surprisingly high attack stat. Now don't punch yourself in the face. Don't punch people in the country. Oh no, my noodles! I guess it counts. Although, it's easier than trying to do... Seriously, Freddy? Seriously? Don't do this. Well then I'll just send in... Yeah, fuck it, send in Cleo, see what happens. Oh yeah, a good one for Kazakhstan. Kilimanjaro, a zany arm-killing hike. So tough and nasty. Nothing personal against actual Kilimanjaro by any means. Oh, come on with your fucking confused Ray. Meow. Don't bad. You didn't bad. Yay. Oh, right. Okay, so. That reminds me. Oh, right, he's not done. Well then, fuck it, we'll send in Petra. Doesn't feel like she's one of the lowest level on the team, but she is. Yeah, so... There's a meme. Well, it's not even a meme, it's more of an in-joke that I acquired from someone that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, and I kind of want to take it for myself in the same way that I've sort of inadvertently borrowed the toilet. Like, by no means, I don't intend to actually steal it and keep it for myself, I just find it funny. But, so, people here may or may not have heard of Big Dip on a Bus. His wife, okay, the father of his wife apparently once suggested that during the opening sequence of The Sound of Music, the Green Goblin from the Spider-Man comics, which I wouldn't know, I had to look it up, but the Green Goblin should fly past and throw down some pumpkins on Maria and shout, "Have a pumpkin, Maria!" And that's just become a thing in my mind. Wait, I feel like I can almost understand that, Anton, because like I'm assuming there are some cognates there with some sort of well, either way, it's clever. Oh, I didn't even realise you'd done one of your own, Jamie. I'm just that blind with the chat, apparently. Some whales investigate terrible zoos, elected, really loved, and never disliked. Yeah, fair enough. Attempts were made. What other... Well, what other countries exist? Simon Cowell's ocelot told lies and never died. I think that's right, anyway. I'm only half paying attention. That's beautiful. I approve of this, Andon. Yeah, Dig is put you not gonna know where. Oh, Freddy, damn it, with the speed stat, I'm impressed. Freddy dug a hole. You can't roar at me, I'm not even here. And I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it, because I know that I'm only going to completely mess it up, so... Just know that I approve of the poor newsreading marker inheriting real cakes. Now I feel like I should try and come up with some in like French or Spanish or something, but I can barely think in English at the moment. The weather's too blah. Also, like we've been going for over an hour at this point, and I'm surprised my laptop hasn't decided to just die of overheat. Yeah, like that's what I was wondering, Anton. Like, there's no reason why it should be this fun. It just is. Like, it's such a dumb idea, and anyone could come up with it, but it's just fun. Although, I feel like the ultimate challenge would be Luxembourg, or like Luxembourg and Kyrgyzstan. I think are the two difficult ones, like the two most difficult in the world. That, well, at least, if we're going on just countries, those are the two most difficult that come to mind. Oh yeah, my mother came up with a good one that applies to Nina from this year. Come right over and take it away. For Witcher. Although there was one that I came up with as well that made a surprising amount of sense, and I forget what it was. It was something about wait. Something. It ended in IA. But I don't remember what the country was. Because that doesn't really help, because like, there are so many countries that end in... Wait. Oh yeah, that was it. Stupid elephants regularly bathe in acid. Serbia! See, now I'm going quiet, just trying to think of some good ones. Utterly ridiculous. I just like how that one ends. Utterly ridiculous gyms. Oh! Oh, we're back! Well, I'm glad to hear it. Because I am rather offended that, that my computer decided to die for a second there, but that wasn't even it overheating either, that was... Nothing can touch me, I've seen what I can be, lonely I walk through the fire. I think that's how that song went, it's been a while. Nearly infected aliens. Like, almost, but not quite. Numal, yay. I know bits of that. Like, the problem with that song is I find it so easy to just lapse into... Because I saw a couple of years ago a misheard lyrics version of that song, and so whenever I try to remember how it goes, it just turns into the misheard lyrics version. Like, something like, sit down, you high duke. You be the man who mashed the feta cheese. Hello, hello. See the other shoe, Picasso. I'll send that beep. Sheep is unique. That their stick, no share, misspeak. Well, yeah, the only thing you missed, Total T, was progress, no progress, and the computer dying. Yes, we had Schrodinger's progress, because I went back to Slateport to buy TMs, and they didn't sell TMs there. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, I know we've got a boss coming up. Yeah, that is... It is mishearable. Yeah. Oh wow, that's surprisingly better. And I could go topical and say, always underestimate Southwest trains. Really, it's abysmal. Although I don't actually know what the deal with them is, so... Yeah. At what point Freddy's going to evolve, because we are about to hit level 30 with Freddy, which is good. He could hold his own in battle. So proud. They grow up so fast. And yes, Total T, we're thinking of the same thing. Well, maybe you're just mishearing it the same way I am, but I could hope. That's the point. I'm not really that well equipped to take down dark types, but what I am equipped to do is dig. Can you dig it? Because that's the thing that people totally still say. You can't bite something that doesn't exist, because when you bury yourself underground, you don't exist. Oh, one that I came up with for Finland, which is kind of... It kind of makes sense, is... Funny, I never liked Alfred Nobel's dynamite, because Alfred Nobel invented dynamite. Also, holy shit, Freddy's higher level than Soupy Tom. When did this happen? Oh no! Swagger! Shoopity-doop-a-doop. Fuck. I just had to reread that because... Fuck hill nuns, little angels need doctors. What am I doing? I want to just... I just hate the confusion status... What do I have that wait, hang on. Wait, which berry is it that heals confusion? I know there is one, or is it maybe... It might just be the lumberry. Well, that's fucky. Well, fuck it, I've got plenty of full heals, I'll just use that. Well, I am somewhat put out by the fact that a full heal doesn't do the same thing as a full restore, even though you'd really expect it to. Steel and dark type? Yeah, why the fuck not? Also, I feel like steel's physical, and it raised my physical attack, so... Right, because that worked so well the first time. Okay, Lozzie, have good sleepy poos. Or poop sleepily but happily, but poop first then sleep. What am I saying? Rest well. How can roar fail? That's like shouting at someone and then missing them, but this thing! What fuck? The toilet, indeed. Get faked on. Why was that not enough to kill your ass? Well, I'm just gonna have to punch you in the face. Suffer. husband. So close. Don't mind me just scratching my arm on the side of the box that's propping up my microphone. They'll have to pull out. Tee-hee. Well, I am slightly offended. But actually, it's true. Now, I suppose we should deposit a Pokemon, retrieve the Pokemon from here, and then proceed to never use it ever, because the Pokemon you get from here is cast form, and it's hella cool, and I love it, but there's no practical application for it. So, womp womp. And I'm surprised it took them until Gen 5 or Gen 6 for them to give you an option that's essentially, you can't hold this Pokemon, so I'll just automatically send it to the PC. Like, why does it not just do that? Why did it take them until Gen 5 or 6 to realise that that's a thing that they should do, because... Nyeh. I was just about to do an acronym thing for Sweden, but the Swedish spelling in Swedish, but then I remembered that I don't know enough Swedish to be able to do that. Okay, Eurovision nicknames. I believe we can nickname this one. Oh, we can't, never mind. Okay, well, I'll go back and nickname that at some point. Oh wow, those are some words in a language. Damn, Sebastian. I still consider that to be the most forced meme on the planet. But yeah, so I can't Sverige because I don't know enough Swedish to be able to spell Sverige in Swedish. Oh yeah, so yeah, that was the point. I had ones for Slovakia and Slovenia that kind of related to each other because they were similar. So, how did it go again? It was like, sometimes living outside volcanoes equals never inhaling ash. Sometimes lava obliterates villages and kills in abundance. Yeah, I know what the Swedish word for Sweden is, I just don't know enough words in Swedish to be able to spell Sverige with Swedish words. Sorry if I wasn't clear. So I know the Swedish for Sweden, I just don't know enough. I can't form a sentence with those in Swedish. Okay, rival battle is here, I believe. It's up here somewhere, so I'm gonna go down instead. Wait, I'm trying to think of a word that begins with S. Kindly old soldiers ovulate very obsequiously. Rival battle right out of the blue. I don't even know if we're anywhere near the right level for this. Normal, yay! Didn't count on her opening with it, though. When in doubt, use Steel Wing and expect it to be less effective. Or miss completely, that works too. And I'm guessing I should probably end the stream after this battle. Or, we'll end the stream when we get to the next town, because that's not too far away. Oh, wow, takedown. You punched yourself in the face with that attack, you silly fuck. Oh. Oh yeah, same type attack bonus. Why did I not do that to begin with? Also, I should have just used quick attack, but it doesn't matter now. Your normal is a little bit dead. Should have been a bit more conservative with this, because they're gonna send in bloody Grovyle at some point, and I'm gonna rely on Obama to take him out. Well, gonna need grass type action. Praise Anton, need Anton, meet Anton. Fake out, because that'll get me some chip damage in right at the beginning. Oh wow, that's a little bit dark, Jamie. Not that I'm complaining. I am entertained. You continue to entertain me. So we've got a nice little two-way street going here, where I inform, I entertain, and you people say words right back at me. Oh wow, water pulse. Terrifying. Just please don't have the secondary effect of confusion. Good, because water pulse can confuse, and confusion is a very fucky status. And to be fair, worse things happen in my brain, because my brain goes to all sorts of places, and even the things... Well, I have some degree of filter, even though I claim to have no filter whatsoever. There are some things that happen in my brain that I never talk about that is on that level or worse. Because sometimes I think things and also fucking confusion. Fight through it, Petra. Damn it, Petra. Basis selfishness, I avoid Robert bites needless of watermelon. Well, if that's not the truth, I don't know what is. Yeah, send in Tom. And be Tomful. Soup everywhere. Soup, a tasty soup. Soup, a spicy carrot and coriander. A chili chowder, crouton, crunchy friends, liquid broth. I am gazpacho, oh, I am a summer soup. Oh, miso, fighting in the dojo. Miso, Oriental Princess, land of soup. Ah, close enough. And Grovile. Every umbrella. Thomas Jason had a farm. E-A-E-A-O. Right. Really? I don't want to sacrifice Cleo. But I do want to give Obama some health times. So have some health time, Town Pants, in your underwear. Screech. Really? That's the best you could come up with? I probably shouldn't taunt it that much because it is lowering my defense and it's probably setting up some sort of fucky fuck. I would use Sing, try to get it to sleep, get some attacks off while he's asleep, but... Just remove one letter and be like, Tangy. Tangy European Sing Soup. It's funny because it's true. Oh... I am not going to survive another one of those. Okay, just gonna send in Obama, who can just sort of finish the battle for us and everything will be tasty. Leaf Blade, good move, but using it on a flying type. So, nice try, asshole. And Wing Attack to hopefully seal the dealio. Now, am I the only person who thought that Georgia 2013 sounded kind of like... it's like I'm flying like if I had wings, like I'm sailing on a sea of cheese. Because I remember someone made a joke about that, but it's true, it does sound like that. Ah yes, HMO 2. Well, I guess I should give that to... Well, I would say Amir Obama, but... Cleo kind of needs moves, so I'm going to give it to her instead and completely defy all convention. Latvia 2007. I love it. It was beautiful. 2008. Cheesy AF, but I still enjoy it. Like, I'd be insulted if they were to send it to the contest now, but cheesy as fuck, but still enjoyable. And... yeah, I'm not going to use Fury Attack. That's the point. People were so bad. Like, I feel like a load of people disliked Cheesecake Belarus 2014 because they didn't understand the lyrics. Because, like, I don't understand why people had such trouble understanding the words to it, because it was fairly obvious to me. That said, I don't remember how it goes off the top of my head, but I remember it's not that difficult to hear, so... And I thought Latvia 2011 was enjoyable, but it doesn't surprise me that it didn't qualify. And also the original version of it, the way they pronounced luscious was so much more heavily accented. Like, it came out like Lucius, which was a thing. It was enjoyable, though, just... yeah. Now, Latvia 2010, that was a song that happened. Not necessarily good or bad, just peculiar. Oh good, we have a couple more battles to get through before we get to the next city. Jive, Jives. We will steal the show. Jolly Rogers go. We are wolves of the sea. I don't remember exactly the order of words, but it's a thing that happened. I'll stop now. Germany 2011. Strange, but very well executed. I very much enjoyed it, and I think it deserved what it got as far as points goes. Very strange staging, but actually surprisingly effective. So, yeah. Jolly Ranchers go. We don't even have Jolly Ranchers in this country. Jolly Robes go. Lithuania 2010. Fun, but I understand why it didn't qualify. Like, I wouldn't have had it as one of my personal qualifiers either, but it is still a song that occurred. Enjoyable to listen to. Yeah, that is what I'm thinking of. Yes. Yes? Yes. Yeah, Eastern European funk. To hide a tree, use a forest. I mean, yes, that makes sense, but that's also such a weird thing to say. Sort of like a TV reporter coming out of nowhere and just saying, yo. Lithuania 2006, cringy AF. And Finland 2010, I enjoyed it. I'd imagine that other people may not have understood it, but damn it, I found it fun. Lithuania 2006, though, not quite so crazy about it. Estonia 2010, I enjoyed it, and again, not surprised that it didn't qualify, but I still enjoyed it a fair amount. Serbia 2009, again, at the time, I was offended that it didn't qualify, but I see why it didn't, and it seemed like they'd put together the staging to match the English lyrics, but they went with the, okay, rude, but they went with the Serbian language version of it in the end. At this point, I don't understand why I'm even bothering to call it a Nuzlocke, because it just so blatantly isn't. Yeah, I think 2010's stage was disappointing, I'll say that much. I remember 2011 had, Max Revive, seriously? Is that all I have? Well, fuck it, might as well stick to the rules, but yeah, they'd, it looked like they'd choreographed for the English version of the English lyrics. Like, not even the English translation, but like the English version of the song, which has like more or less a completely different story. Then they just went with the Serbian lyrics, which were more repetitive and less story. But yeah, all I remember is like the first couple of songs of the first semi-final of 2011 were kind of not very, like, their acousticness wasn't good. Like, they weren't bad songs by any means, they were kind of shat upon by the audio quality, which was not very. It wasn't their fault by any means. And there was one point where I had planned on like, performing the Serbian version of Serbia 2009 at a school thing, because of the age I was at the time, and then I ended up getting a chronic sore throat, so I wasn't able to do it. Which I suppose is good, because that meant I just got to play the theme of the Stone Tower Temple from Majora's Mask on the piano instead. Anyway, now that shameful display of a battle happened. Oh yeah, Serbia 2009. Like, Serbia came 10th in that semi-final. They just weren't allowed to qualify because I am still opposed to that whole jury wildcard thing. That was absolute bullshit. Because, like, FYI Macedonia in 2008 and 2009 qualified, but then were told, no, we can't have you in the final because you're not our favourite. Like, that's, I mean, yes, because they came 10th, but that's still, like, I do still find that offensive, because they came 10th, but they're like, no, we like this other song better. Like, Sweden didn't qualify in 2008, but then the juries were like, oh, but we can't have a final without Sweden, and they made it qualify anyway. Like, could you maybe just have the top 10 so that it's fair? Anyway, we got to Fortree City, so I'm going to call it a stream here. So thanks everyone for watching. I've been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons. In this stream, we got to Fortree City, we cleared out the Weather Institute, we wandered back down to Slateport and found they don't sell TMs there after all, and maybe I was mistaken. Maybe I was double mistaken. Maybe they do and I just looked in the wrong place. Anyway, this has been a stream. Thanks everyone who turned up to watch. I'm going to need to end the stream and close my laptop and just generally have it cool down so I can use it later this evening. Very true, Anton. Very true. But yes, thanks everyone for watching. You've been a lovely audience, as always. And, well, see you in the next stream or any of my other videos. And just as long as you're aware that the other videos aren't me talking at you live, because that's how live streams work, and I'm rambling, but that's a thing that I do. That's how you know I'm wrapping up the stream, because I'm ending, but... Oh, is that like the... I'm having a linguistic mental kind of epiphany right now, so... On that note, I will take this Polish glory and just end the stream like I said that I was about to, so... Have a good night, everyone, and yeah, see you next time. You've been a lovely audience. I've said a lot already. See you, spoon, fork you later, knife talking to you, something something chopsticks. See you at some other point in time.